All right, I'm back with another grocery haul for the week from Walmart. $102. So I mentioned last week we try to stay under 120. So this is still within the budget. It is not what I planned. I had planned like $70, but that's okay. It's still within our budget. And this is everything we're gonna need for the week for my family of 4.5, but that's different. 4.5. That's different for next week because my husband leaves tomorrow for a week-long trip. And so it's just gonna be me and our 4-year-old for the whole week. Hence the smaller budget, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. So I will turn you around and show you what we got. I mentioned last week I grocery shop with my husband, so this was one of his choices, and it's currently cooking right now. But I don't know, it was like what, $2.50? It's fine. Also, the smash burgers. We were gonna have chicken tonight because we already have chicken at the house, but he wanted smash burgers, and like I said, he leaves tomorrow, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm still gonna make some homemade fries. I needed the meatballs for a meal for this week. The pie crust for a meal for this week, same with the broccoli. Pizza dough. It says use or freeze by tomorrow, so I will freeze this because we won't use it until Wednesday night, but it is cheaper to buy it this way versus like the cans that look like this. Needed a block of cheddar, block of mozzarella. We shred it ourselves. And then the cinnamon rolls. This week, if you buy 2 of these of the Pillsbury brand, you get $1 or $1.50 cash back. So we grabbed those. We usually make those on the weekends. Bananas, tiny ones, a little bit green so they last. And we needed a yellow onion. A bag of potatoes, that's another thing that's on sale. I needed 3. And usually that would be cheaper than buying a whole bag, but they're usually $4.48, roll back for $2.47. So get your bag of potatoes. He wanted Gardettos for the plane ride, and this is the best kind, just the ride chips. Hot tamales for the plane ride, and just to have for the week. We're doing pumpkins tonight, so we got a carving kit for the older one, stickers for the younger. Needed just some regular hamburger buns for the smash burgers. This has been one of my favorite snacks lately. I prefer the lesser evil, but my Walmart never has it. So Skinny Pop it is. Needed mayonnaise. Demetrius picked this up. I really don't know what for, but seasoning. Mac and cheese. I'm gonna try to make that this week and shred carrots into it to see if we can trick our son into eating a vegetable. If you know, you know. Chicken broth for recipes. I needed one thing of brown gravy mix for a recipe. That's why the reduced sodium is me. But Demetrius said we needed to go ahead and get the Thanksgiving gravy. So 2 more packs. Picked these up for the older one because they are on sale for $7. Oh, it doesn't say what it originally was, but that felt like a good deal. So pick that up. And then 2 pumpkins. They need washed. They're a little dirty, but they're really big, and they were $3.97 a piece. I think that's a good deal. And I got my Dunkin' this morning. But that's all our groceries for the week, $102. So that's everything, and on the menu this week is Jack Skellington pot pie, meatball and mashed potato bake, sausage, mac and cheese and broccoli, Halloween mini pizzas, chicken buttered noodles, crock pot chicken and rice. And then the Saturday that Dad gets back home, we're gonna have steak and baked potatoes. I have the potatoes. We'll get the steak next Friday. But that's our meals for the week, and this is my 2nd week in a row being consistent. We're gonna try to keep that up. Consistency is key. I considered not doing this one because it didn't have as much and like it wasn't as expensive, blah, 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 blah. But here I am. We're gonna keep doing these hopefully every week and try to keep up the consistency. But this is everything, and I hope it helps you budget a little bit and feed your family. Thanks for watching.